Why does the chase for more comfort, more success, more recognition leave us feeling emptier than before? This is part 8 of Cure Insomnia Naturally with Zen Stories for Deep Sleep, a 14-part journey towards stress relief, inner peace, and a life transformed. Tonight's story, The Buddha and the Robe, reminds us that peace is not found in possessions, but in simplicity. As the tale unfolds, layers of tension fall away until your mind grows light, your breath grows soft, and your body drifts naturally towards sleep. Next, in No Mud, No Lotus, we'll uncover how even suffering itself can be the soil for awakening. And further ahead, in the final episode, lies a hidden bridge where everything you've been seeking comes into view. If it feels right, write a few simple words in the comments, something you've released or something you've discovered beneath the surface. Together, we share this quiet circle of presence, breathing as one. The Buddha and the Robe. What does it mean to give with a heart as open as the sky? In a world that often measures worth by status, productivity, and appearance, our acts of giving can become tangled in a web of calculation. We give to those we deem worthy. We give where we think it will have the most impact or bring the most recognition. We give with an eye on the return, whether it's gratitude, a good reputation, or a feeling of self-righteousness. This is not true generosity. It is a transaction disguised as a gift. It carries the subtle tension of expectation and judgment. But there is a different kind of giving, a giving that flows from a place of pure, unadorned compassion. It is a generosity that sees only the need of the present moment, not the story or status of the person in need. This is the heart of Buddhist giving, or dana, and it is beautifully illustrated in a simple story about the Buddha and a robe. This is a story about directing generosity where it is most needed. Let your mind settle into a state of quiet receptivity. Let go of your ideas about charity, about who deserves what, about the right and wrong ways to help. Simply open a space to receive the essence of this teaching. Imagine the Buddha walking on a dusty road in ancient India. The sun is hot. The landscape is dry. He is followed by a group of his monks. Their saffron robes a splash of color against the brown earth. The Buddha himself is wearing a simple, patched robe, worn thin from years of use, but his steps are light, and his presence radiates a profound and gentle peace. A wealthy merchant, a devout follower of the Buddha's teachings, has been waiting for this day. He has commissioned the finest weavers in the land to create a magnificent robe for the Buddha. It is made of the softest, most luminous cloth, dyed a beautiful golden color. It is a garment fit for a king, and the merchant has spent a fortune on it. He sees the Buddha approaching, and his heart swells with pride and devotion. He runs to meet him, prostrates himself on the ground, and then, with great reverence, he presents the glorious robe. "Blessed one," he says, "please accept this humble offering. It is the finest robe in all the land. You, who are the teacher of gods and men, deserve to wear it." The Buddha stops. He looks at the magnificent robe, and then he looks at the merchant with eyes full of kindness. He accepts the gift with a gracious nod, acknowledging the merchant's sincerity and devotion. The merchant is overjoyed. His gift has been accepted. He has honored his teacher. The group continues on their way. A little further down the road, they come across a man huddled by the wayside. He is a beggar, thin and frail, his body racked with shivers despite the heat of the day. He is clothed in nothing but a few filthy, tattered rags that offer no protection from the elements. He looks up at the approaching group with hollow, hopeless eyes. Without a moment's hesitation, the Buddha walks over to the shivering beggar. He takes the brand new, magnificent golden robe, the gift he just received, the finest in the land, and he gently drapes it over the beggar's trembling shoulders. He then takes the beggar's filthy, lice-infested rags and puts them on himself. The wealthy merchant, who had been following at a distance to admire the sight of the Buddha in his new robe, sees this and is horrified. His jaw drops. He runs forward, sputtering, "Blessed one, what are you doing? That man is a filthy, worthless beggar. He is nobody. That robe was for you. It is wasted on him." The Buddha turns to the merchant, his expression one of infinite, patient compassion. He says, "This man was cold. I was not. The robe has gone where it was needed." Let those words settle into your awareness. The robe has gone where it was needed. This is the essence of true generosity. It is not guided by judgments of worthiness, status, or reputation. It is guided by a simple, clear-eyed perception of need. The Buddha saw a body that was cold and a body that was warm, and he moved the blanket. It was that simple. There was no calculation, no attachment to the story of the gift, no concern for what was appropriate. There was only the present moment and the most compassionate and effective response to it. True generosity sees need, not status. To give where it heals most is to align with the heart's quiet wisdom, flowing like water to the lowest places. How often do we hold back our own robes, our time, our attention, our kindness, our resources, because we are judging the recipient? We think, they don't deserve my help. They brought this on themselves. Or, what's the point of helping them? They'll just squander it. Or, I should save my energy for someone more important, someone who can help me in return. These are the calculations of the ego, not the the wisdom of the heart. The heart simply sees the cold and offers warmth. It sees the hunger and offers food. It sees the sorrow and offers presence. This story invites us to practice a more fluid and responsive kind of giving in our own lives. It might be as simple as offering a genuine smile and your full attention to a service worker who looks tired and overlooked. That is giving the robe where it is needed. It might be listening without judgment to a friend who is complaining about the same problem for the 10th time, because you recognize their need is not for advice, but for connection. That is giving the robe where it is needed. It might be forgiving someone who doesn't deserve it, not for their sake, but because you recognize that your own heart is growing cold from holding onto the grudge. That is giving the robe to yourself where it is needed. This kind of giving is a powerful form of emotional healing. It frees us from the tight, constricted world of the ego, with its constant scorekeeping and judgment, and opens us up to the vast, interconnected flow of life. It is a letting go of control, a trust in the wisdom of the moment. As you lie here, preparing for deep sleep, perhaps you can practice this in a subtle way. Can you offer a robe of kindness to a part of yourself that you usually judge? Perhaps there's a part of you that feels lazy or anxious or not good enough. Instead of berating it, can you gently drape a robe of acceptance over it? Can you see its coldness, its need for warmth and compassion, and offer it without condition? To my anxiety, I offer a robe of peace. You are just trying to keep me safe. It's okay. You can rest now. To my feeling of failure, I offer a robe of self-compassion. You are just a story. You are not the truth of who I am. To give freely is to trust the heart's compass, pointing always to what needs love. Let this feeling of unconditional warmth spread through your body. A soft, golden light. Let it soothe your nervous system and quiet your mind. There is nothing you need to earn or deserve. The robe of peace is yours to claim, simply because you are here, breathing, in need of rest. Yet what grows from life's lowest places? What beauty can emerge from the very conditions we judge as dirty, difficult, or undesirable? If generosity flows to the lowest ground, what do we find there? In the lesson from No Mud, No Lotus, you'll see how the most profound beauty rises from the heart of struggle, waiting for us to embrace it. For now, feel the warmth of the golden robe around your shoulders. It is the warmth of pure, unconditional acceptance. It is the peace that comes from a heart that gives without asking for anything in return. Rest in that warmth. Let it carry you into a deep, dreamless, and profoundly healing sleep. The Buddha's robe falls gently away, revealing the lotus that blooms from the mud's embrace.